Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. My name is Bryan Finster, and I lead the DevOps Dojo for a small retailer in Northwest Arkansas. Walmart is the biggest retailer in the world, with the biggest company in the world, with 2.2 million associates, over $500 billion in sales, and 11,700 stores spread all over the world. As you can imagine, our delivery platform has to scale to that as well. We have thousands of development teams worldwide with a global customer base. We deploy to the edge, private cloud, public cloud, with embedded systems. And we have everything from legacy to the latest tech. And I want to talk to you today about what we've been doing for the past several years, the journey we've been on to be able to support what we do today. Now, anybody who's in my industry will tell you that Black Friday didn't start around Thanksgiving this year. Peak started in March, and we were ready for it. But it's been a journey, and I want to talk to you a little bit about that journey, because it hasn't been an overnight thing, and it has been work. So back in 2015, I was still in supply chain, and we were focusing on a challenge. Our leadership gave us a challenge that they wanted us to deliver a main warehousing system much more frequently. Order of magnitude faster is being delivered. And we had a DevOps day in early 2015 where Gene Kim, Gary Gruver, and Damon Edwards came to visit. And it was really inspiring. We met with Damon and Gary later, just with our area, and had conversations with them. And it changed a lot of things that I had thought were true. And as a group of senior developers, we got together and said, okay, well, what we need to do is we need to make sure that we're laying out the product domains to allow us to go faster, that we're aligning product teams to product domains to stop doing projects. We designed an architecture to allow those teams to be completely independent of each other, and deploy in any sequence. We put together a platform team that all they did was build the delivery platform. And we were using Jenkins at the time. They could template pipelines and make it easy for the teams to deliver. And then we started on the pilot teams, and we focused very heavily on continuous integration. We thought that if we could understand the problems with continuous integration, everything else would kind of fall out. We'd find all the constraints in the flow. And so that's what we did. We started asking ourselves every single day, why can't we get to trunk today? Why can't we deliver today? And nothing was sacrosanct. We just found the things that were stopping that from happening. And then we started working on the things. And sometimes it was how we were developing. Sometimes it was knowledge of tests. And sometimes it was just process, internal and external, that we had to go and clear, working with other teams, doing all sorts of things, building relationships so that we could deliver. And sometimes we broke things, but we always tried to break things small, and then we fixed it and moved forward, just like Sam would do. And we had a lot of good takeaways from this. The first was we really should have done a better job measuring up front. It's really important to have measurable outcomes. And we really didn't know how to measure it at the time. We felt it was faster, and it was. And the very first DevOps Enterprise Summit I came to was to learn how to measure. That's my main focus. And I brought back some ideas, and we've been expanding on that ever since. But that's very important. The other thing we learned was that if you make the easy way the way that's the good way, then teams can kind of flow downstream to success. And when the platform team was building templates, they were building templates that really supported the idea of we want to do continuous delivery. We want continuous integration happening. And then we pressed that as a way of working. And we also learned that it was really effective to grow the platform and the team behaviors using the platform together. And we've talked about this many times since, about how that was so important, that if we'd pushed CI behavior without the tooling, or we'd pushed it, then it just would have been frustrating for the teams. If we pushed the tooling without the behavior, all we would have done is push garbage to production really fast. But bringing them along together allowed them to grow, and it allowed a partnership. And the continuous delivery is the catalyst for culture change. That when you take this approach that CD is our goal, all other things are secondary to our ability to improve the flow of delivery. And it's exciting. People are doing new things and they're delivering faster, which makes people so much happier. And that's the other thing, is that teams are happier. We learned how much happier it is to be on a team that's delivering better value sooner and safer. A teammate and I talked about this experience, this journey I just told you about, back in 2017 at this conference. And we had a slide that says we love development again. And it was true. And we became a really tight team. And every team that I've worked with since that's focused on this, they start really gelling as a team, and they just love working this way. But we also knew that replicating these outcomes couldn't be done with a cookie cutter, that teams each have their own context. And so when there was a push to do this for the entire enterprise, I was recruited to move up to the platform area to help in this effort. And, we decided we needed a deliberate strategy for transformation. And that's really what I want to talk to you today. We've been on this journey, and I want to talk to you about what we've been doing for the last several years.